What is up, everyone? Happy Freedom. Happy Freedom Monday. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. I'm going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we're going to make sure all the chats are running. Then we'll go ahead and get her started. We're going to start off with a video titled, Man Tries to Rob Atlanta Nail Salon, but Gets Ignored. This is a mildly entertaining video. I don't know if people are just so used to crime that they're desensitized, or maybe there was a language barrier thing going on. Not quite sure, but he seemed really disappointed when he wandered off. Sure, no charges came to him or anything like that. It was probably just another day for a blue city. Then we're going to move on to a video titled Deep-Rooted Issues. Principal who quits to homeschool kids blasts the education system. Society's getting sad. It's getting real sad. I don't know if it's just because I look for so much news or if this is really just what everybody feels, but it just seems like the system is failing. And I don't think it's the system's fault. You know, all the laws we put in place, I think it's more that they're not being enforced. You know, there's no accountability. So, of course, everything's going to crap. Then we have two videos on the same topic. First video is titled Mayor Faces Burglary Trespassing Charges. Second video is New Details Emerge on South Fulton Mayor's Arrest. This guy just seems like a criminal that made it into politics, and I know what you're saying. What makes that different than any other politician? This guy just seems like a smooth-talking crackhead that somehow made it to be mayor of South Fulton. I don't know much about it, but just in these two videos, I got enough out of his personality. We're going to cover that, and then we have a video titled Chicago Police Officers Under Investigation for Allegations of having intercourse with migrants, sources say. We've watched the border crossers started getting housed at this police department a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, and now all of a sudden there's bad things going on there. What a coincidence. Chicago, you know, another blue city, blue stuff going on. Now we'll be wrapping things up with a video titled They're Gonna Have to Make Me Move. Portland daytime camping ban takes effect. Some law or policy or something that they put in Portland saying that the homeless can't camp on the streets, or I don't know exactly what it says, but apparently they're just doing musical chairs. They just pick their tents up, go around the block, camp there for the rest of the day, and they just do that song and dance every day. It's not curing anything. Not sure what the point of that is. I think the only reason they do that stuff is so they can keep getting government money. So the cities can say, well, we have problems with homeless, we need money. They get some sort of budget to solve homelessness. They put that money in their pockets, and then they do some goofy thing like this that doesn't cost any money, and that way they're getting paid, and they're also not solving the homeless problem. Therefore, next year they can get more money in their homeless budget. That's what I think anyways. That's just my 2 cents on it. We'll get to it when we get to it. Let's check on the chats. What's up, Cheeky Chops? You were first today. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Sly Dog? What's up, Damon Walker? What's up, Jeffro? What's up, Proud Ankle? What's up, Gregory? What's up, Matthew? What's up, Shanti? What's up, Shannon? What's up, High Plains Drifter? What's up, Tumbleweed? What's up, Jason? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Red Silk? What's up, MT Coiner? I appreciate all of you guys being here. What's up, everyone on the secret YouTube channel? What's up, Snooks? Happy Freedom. Happy Freedom Monday. We're going to try and make Mondays not suck anymore. Nobody likes Monday. I always get the worst of things on a Tuesday. I don't know why that is. It's always Tuesday that kicks me right in the goods. I don't know why it's like that either way. What's up, Great Grandma of 7? Appreciate you being here. What's up, everyone on Twitch? Happy Freedom. What's up, everyone on Kick? What's up, Jimmy? Let's see. Oh, Odyssey. What's going on with Odyssey? Oh, it looks like we're running. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? Happy Freedom. Just bit my tongue there. Jesus loves us. Let's see. What's up, everyone on Rumble? Oh, we're live on Rumble. That autoplay new business over on Rumble keeps getting me. I pull up the page and then I'm moving on the screen, but it's not in sync. It throws me off every time. It used to not autoplay, but I don't know. Constantly updating Rumble, so I mean, gotta take the good with the bad. What's up, Astral Hammer? What's up, Rasta? What's up, Zero Regrets? What's up, Pickle Fingers? Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. Oh, Astral Hammer. I agree with what you're saying. I can't say that stuff out loud because YouTube's watching, but yep, you're right. What's up, everyone on JeffMacLive.com. Happy Freedom, you hooligans. Alright, we're going to get started with this very first one, titled Man Tries to Rob Atlanta Nail Salon, but Gets Ignored. This is quite interesting. Let's go ahead and get her started.
Everybody get down! Give me all your money! It's got the boxes! Give me all your money! Get down! Where's the money? Give me the money! Where's the money? Everybody give me everything! Where's the money?
I don't know. He seemed real disappointed when he walked out of there. Who tries to rob a nail salon? I know women pay a whole lot to get their nails done and stuff, but is that the place? Is that the place to go if you're going to try and rob someone for money? You go to the nail salon? Like I said, I don't know if there was a language barrier going on there. I don't know if people are just desensitized and they would rather get shot in the face than fork over the $4 in their pocket. Not sure. I know sometimes I feel that way. I'm like, oh, good. No more paying bills. No more trying to make money. No more people hating each other. Jesus, take the wheel. I'm not giving you my $4. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. But that guy, you know, he cried in the car. He was disappointed. When you can't even be a good criminal, what do you do? What do you do in life after that? I don't get it. Cheeky chaps, they knew he was soft. Maybe. I know a lot of people that run those nail salons and stuff, they migrated here, and maybe where they came from is just a little bit tougher than that guy was. They seen him, they're like, oh, nah, buddy. Nah, you don't have what it takes to rob me. I don't know what it was, but he seemed real disappointed when he went staggering out of there. And like I said, he probably wasn't arrested. Nothing bad probably happened to him. He probably didn't really have a gun in that little backpack. It was probably his girlfriend's nightstand toy, you know, and he just thought he was doing some things, and they're like, no, I could smell the lube and the and the sauce from here. Nah, I know you ain't got that firearm on you, buddy. You might as well just walk up out of here. Come back when you want your nails done. I don't know. Not quite sure. Gregory, he lost his street cred. Yeah, he something. I don't know if he had any. I think he didn't have enough clout. He walked in, they saw his social credit score. They were like, nah, buddy, you ain't got what it takes. Alan, did he have a gun? He had his hand in a bag, like in a backpack, and chances are he, you know, could have had a gun, but I think it probably would have been more intimidating to actually stick a gun in somebody's face than a backpack. You're like, give me all your money. I don't know. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Maybe he could have pulled the gun out and it still wouldn't have mattered. I don't really know. It also seems really soft to do that, because even if you hold your hand like this and you say, give me all your money, it's still legally considered an armed robbery, even though you didn't actually have a firearm on you. So I don't see the point of holding the backpack up to somebody when you could have the threat of brandishing a firearm. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's not trying to add on the brandishing charge, but I feel like armed robbery is such a big charge that who's concerned with brandishing at that point. But I'm not quite sure what he was thinking when he was planning that out. He'll have to try somewhere else. I'll have to try somewhere else next time. It wasn't working at the nail salon. Let's see. What's up, Adrian? Happy Freedom. What's up, Birdman? Appreciate you being here. Just reading through the chat really quick. Mike, a halfway crook. Yep. Yeah, Cheeky Chaps. He was probably soft. They could tell. He's like, give me all your money. They're like, nah, buddy. No, not giving you my money. You just go ahead. If you're going to do it, just do it. Otherwise, just get moving. We got clients. Okay, we ain't got time for this. You're going to make us late today. Yep. Let's see. What's up, Donald? Happy Freedom. What's up, Peyton? What's up, Podcast? They don't know English, but they know give me all your money. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what was going on there, but he was unsuccessful. I know that. Snooks is not the place to rob. I mean, I don't think so. I don't. Do they really got the money it's worth to charge, you know? Not all criminals think this way, but if you're going to commit a crime, usually you want it to be worth it. That's why people rob banks and stuff, because that's where the money is. When you go to a nail salon, what are you really going to get? You going to get 100,000 out of the nail salon? Probably not. Maybe 10K, maybe 20K. Is that worth armed robbery charges? Is that worth doing 20 years in prison or whatever it is? It's probably 10. And it probably also depends on where you live, but I don't know what that guy was thinking. They'll put his face on the news and they'll say he was having a mental health crisis and he's a poor young man and no one helped him. And so he did what he thought he had to do. So he held everybody up at gunpoint and wanted to take their nail salon money. That's their fault. That's not his fault. That's their fault. Yeah, I'm sure. Because the world's all upside down right now. We need to make those punches in the face great again. Anyways, we're going to move on to this next video titled Deep-Rooted Issues. Principal who quit to homeschool their kids blasts the education system. Just another part of the system failing here. All right, hooligans, let's get it started.
A former school principal sounded the alarm on the state of education in America, saying the system suffers deep-rooted issues. Last year, educator and mom of three, Mandy Davis, decided to quit her job as a school principal and focus on homeschooling her children instead, saying she was concerned over bias in the classroom and a mass exodus of qualified teachers. In recent years, some 300,000 public school teachers have left their profession. Former Principal Mandy Davis joins us now. Mandy, thank you for being here. You're a principal at a private school. You know, it took some time to get to that level, and yet you decided to focus on your home and homeschooling there. What's happening in education that had you make that change?
Sure. I think there's so much happening today that just especially us as parents need to be aware of. I talk a lot about the current teacher shortages because it affects so much. It's causing larger class sizes with the rise of discipline and behavioral issues in the classroom and a shortage of teachers. That's not the type of balance we want to see. Last year, opening and in September, having somewhere around 44% of teacher vacancies in schools on staff is just unheard of numbers, and that number is only expected to go up. And, you know, what's concerning as a parent is wondering who's going to come into those roles. And we're already seeing dozens of states moving towards changing certifications and licensure required to try to grow this pool of teachers. And I'm not sure that's the best environment we want our children in.
Mandy, you're right about that stat. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, 45% of U.S. schools are operating without full teaching staff. The question then is why? Why are teachers leaving early or not joining the profession?
Sure. And I think that's the second thing that needs to concern us as parents. And even as a former educator, that was something that sounded the alarm for me. When teachers are saying, I need to leave because I feel unsafe, because there are so many curriculum changes, because I can't have support of my admin and essentially feeling out of control in their own classroom. That's a reason for concern and a reason to look in as to what is happening in our schools today.
Yeah, if you can't, I mean, it's just like police officers. Like, if you can't feel safe or be allowed to do your job or to discipline kids and tell them to put away their phones and sit down, then, I mean, we can talk about bias in the classroom all you want, and it's there, and the poisoning of a curriculum, and it's there. But again, if everything's unruly, what impact can you have? So, and you saw that as a principal.
Absolutely. Just being in education, and ultimately there are so many hands in education and in our school system, but really the hands that should matter most should be those of the parents. Absolutely. And the students, and those are the ones that we seem to sound off and have least control right now.
And you're taking that back, as have millions of Americans who've decided to homeschool as well. Mandy Davis, thank you for speaking out. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
Well, no surprise there. School's been failing kids for the last couple years now, probably even longer than that. I've heard that schools have been failing kids ever since they took God out of school. But really, in the last few years, pushing all that woke stuff, no wonder things are happening. You know, you got criminals running the country. Of course, it's going to trickle down all the way to schools. The only teachers that are doing well are the ones with rainbows in their classroom and promoting shapeshifters and stuff like that. I seen someone mention that in the chat, and you're right on the money. Those are the only ones who are happy to be there. Same thing with students. The only students that are happy to be there are the ones who are called by their appropriate titles that they've labeled themselves with, and they get to play along with this shape-shifting nonsense that's being promoted. Why wouldn't they? It makes them feel accepted. It makes them feel like they're a part of what's going on, especially because it's really trendy right now to go and do that. Just like a couple years ago, everybody was an activist. Everybody had a Facebook account where they were promoting all this, you know, nonsense and protesting and all that stuff. Oh, the oppression, oh, the unfair treatment and all of that stuff. Well, now everything's rainbow and shape-shifting, and that's what's cool right now. So if you were a kid and you're in school and you want to be cool and you have teachers promoting this trendy thing, well, you hop on board and now you're a part of what's trending also. But if you're wearing an American flag, if you stand for freedom, if you care about the Constitution, if you care about structure of any sort, consequences for your actions, things like that, no, you're getting bullied, you're getting thrown out of the school, you're getting fired if you're a teacher. And even the principal of that school left. They left to go homeschool their own kids, and that's a huge spotlight right there, when even the principal felt they didn't have support to do their job, let alone teachers in the classroom who are getting cussed at by the students, and you can't even do anything about it because you'll get fired. How are you supposed to work? A lot of workers in general feel this way. You can't go to work because you got to give special treatment to everybody with a shaved head, colored hair, or, you know, a rainbow flag tattooed on their face. You got to give them people special treatment or else you're getting fired. So it's all bad all the way around, and it's coming from the top. It's because the White House is promoting it, and the federal system is promoting it, and it's all raining down on us. And if you're not a part of the agenda, you're getting pushed out. And it's really dumb to be bullied by the minority. That doesn't make any sense, but it's because we don't have any unity. Everybody's mad, everybody's upset, everybody's on opposite ends of everything. So even if you're not a part of that, then you're probably a part of either a very small community of people that get along with a single idea or belief system. But as a whole, it's just, you're not beating it. The minority group has this cult that they're grasping onto, and because it's being pushed by the federal government, they got, you know, good backing behind it. Everybody else is like stragglers. You're just getting pushed out. We need unity. We need to stand together and fix things. I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big deal to have the principal quit. The schools here aren't like that, because I've called the school board and stuff. I've tried to go and see if there's things bad going on around me so I can go and get exclusive footage, but there isn't. All the teachers here are conservatives. They all have American flag t-shirts or American flag pins and stuff like that. All the kids do the Pledge of Allegiance and stuff. I mean, they're willing to talk about God in school, so you don't see rainbow flags and stuff like that over here. And that's just where I live. You know what's going on the other side of Michigan, because our governor just made it so if you don't, you know, call a zebra by their labeling that they put on themselves, you'll go do 5 years in prison and $10,000 in fine. If you call he a she and she a he, then boom, you're done. Go do a prison sentence. So, you know, everywhere here in Michigan is not exactly like where I live. I live in a very conservative area. People who love their rights and they appreciate structure. And if you were to walk in and do some goofy stuff like that guy at the nail salon, you wouldn't be walking away. Somebody would tag you. You'd be done. You'd be giving business to the morgue. Nobody would go, nobody would visit you at your funeral. It'd be you and whatever God you pray to, and that's all you'd have. You'd be getting lowered into the ground by yourself. That's just all there is to it. People really respect structure around here, and they don't want to see people acting out like that. And it has to go with accountability. You know, you got unruly kids in the classroom acting like assholes. Parents don't care. You're a teacher. What are you supposed to do? Ain't a whole lot you can do. So it's no surprise that everything is failing around us. Things are falling apart. What up, cheeky chops? Just reading through the chat really quick. I keep getting complaints about reading the chat. I think I take too much time to read everybody's comments, so I'm trying to do both as fast as I can. Let's see. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Tumbleweed. What's up, Hair Juicer? Shanti can't wait till the administration leaves in disgrace. Bye-bye Biden. Yep, and I think we're going to see that. I keep seeing people saying that they think Old Man Walter is going to step down and stuff, and I don't know if they're going to try and put Newsom in their place. I heard, and we covered, but I keep hearing about this, they're going to try and get Whitmer to run on blue team. You guys don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want the whole country to turn into Michigan as far as the communism laws that are getting passed right now. You don't want that. So I really would not. I would hope that nobody would put Whitmer into the primary. I don't want to see that at all. Kalikaku, I'm in West Michigan. I'm west of Grand Rapids in Michigan. Let's see. What's up, Bagpiper? Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Just reading through the chat really quick, and we're going to move on to this next one. Adrian, today I heard a retired security guard says he quit when the teachers of the school tossed out Old Glory, calling it a racist flag. He said people don't believe him. I told him I do. Yeah, I'm telling you, everything's falling apart. And like I said in the beginning, I don't think it's because we don't have the right laws in place, the right, policies in place, the right beliefs going on. And I know that's a tough one, saying what's right or wrong when it comes to what you believe in. But you could believe in things that destroy, or you can believe in things that create unity and grow. So that's what I mean in that aspect. But I don't think it's because we don't have it all figured out. I think it's because it's not being enforced. You got people breaking the law that aren't going to jail. We have politicians that are not doing what they promised, or they're just simply running the country in the ground directly, and they're smiling and waving at us while they're doing it, and no one's holding them accountable. How many charges have we heard about Hunter Biden? How many charges have we heard about Joe Biden? It's bad stuff all around. Everybody knows, but nobody's doing anything about it. So I think the system in place could function if we did what we're supposed to do. And it's not up to us. It's the people who are in that position to rain down authority on those that are corrupt. And that's not happening. So of course the system is failing. Of course the whole country's turning into Portland. It's terrible. It's terrible. But eventually, when there's enough chaos in the streets, we'll go in the other direction. I feel like that's what happens. We wander really far left, and then we hit the wall, and then we start wandering to the right, and then we hit the wall, because you can't have an extreme in either direction. And so I feel once we get too extreme in one direction, something happens, something big happens, and then everybody's like, oh, we don't want that again, and so they move in the other direction. That's what I think anyways. We're going to move on to this next video. The next two videos have to do with the same thing. It's about the mayor of South Fulton County. The first one's titled, Mayor Faces Burglary and Trespassing Charges. And we're going to start with that one. All right. Here we go.
And we begin with that breaking news. Turmoil in the city of South Fulton. Mayor Khalid Kamau arrested and facing felony charges. Only our Fox 5 cameras were rolling as the leader in handcuffs placed in the back of a patrol car as he's taken off to the Fulton County Jail. Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 5 News at 6. I'm Eric Perry. Fox 5 spoke exclusively with the mayor as cops led him from the handcuffs from the precinct in handcuffs to jail. They took him to Fulton County, and that's where we found Fox 5's Rob D'Arienzo. Hey, Rob, you've been working the story all day with our team. What did he have to say for himself?
Hey there, Eric. Well, the mayor apologized when confronted by Fox 5's Deidre Dukes outside of that precinct. We know that he's now here behind bars at the Fulton County Jail. Take a listen to that exchange.
Mayor, why were you on that property?
I just wanted to see the house. I do apologize to the owners. I thought it was abandoned.
Embattled South Fulton Mayor Khalid Kamau was arrested Saturday morning on charges he trespassed on this property on Cascade Palmetto Highway and committed first-degree burglary, which is a felony. Sources say the property owner held Kamau at gunpoint until cops arrived, but police have yet to confirm that. In his mugshot at the Fulton County Jail, he smiled big, but minutes earlier, he told Fox 5's Deidre Dukes he was sorry.
I apologize for the negative attention this has brought to our city.
His arrest is just the latest in a string of bizarre incidents in South Fulton since he took office last year. This past April, police shut down an Easter egg hunt he organized because he didn't have a permit. In March, city council members filed a lawsuit demanding his removal from office, saying he violated the city charter. In July of last year, he sued members of council, alleging they violated the Open Records Act.
I hope that the spotlight that is on our city right now will highlight some of the inequities that have been happening.
So you're guilty of the charges?
I think that's for the voters to decide.
And of course, there's a lot of uncertainty and confusion happening in the city of South Fulton tonight. As for that burglary charge, we're still waiting to learn what he's accused of stealing. Of course, we're going to be working our sources both here at the jail and in the city of South Fulton, bringing you the very latest tonight at 10. For now, that is the latest from here, live at the Fulton County Jail. Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, Rob, great work between you, Deidre, and our photog, Eric Lynn. We'll see you tonight at 10.
All right, we're going to move right into the second video here. Like I said, it has to do the same thing. It's an update on what's going on with the mayor. But first, thank you so much, Snooks, for gifting 10 memberships over on YouTube. I appreciate everything you do, Snooks. Thank you. If you guys grab one of those gifted memberships, make sure you thank Snooks. That stuff is not free. Thank you so much, Annette, for continuing the membership program for 16 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you, Annette. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mark Hill, for that $2 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you, Mark Hill. Thank you. Let's see. Allowed the super chat for 2 and 5 again. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's been messing with my main channel. I know I say it all the time and it makes people leave and stuff, but we're running 2 YouTube channels at the same time showing the same exact footage, and the main channel is the only one that gets hit with copyright flags, gets hit with age restrictions, gets the videos taken down, but the second channel, nothing ever happens to it, and it's because they got their thumb on me right now and I can't stand it. But I'm glad things are working out, and I appreciate you, Mark Hill. Okay, so this next video is titled New Details Emerge in South Fulton Mayor's Arrest. I like how he's like, oh, I thought the house was abandoned, I just went to go look at it. It's called trespassing, son. You can't do that. As mayor, you would think he would know that, but yeah, too much credit being given, I think. Alright, right into this next video.
In the case of the Metro Atlanta mayor who found himself behind bars over the weekend.
Yeah, so we have some video for you. This is Khalid Kamau, who's the mayor of the city of South Fulton, as he was leaving the Fulton County Jail after he was arrested on Saturday. So first, Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm is now digging into the police report, and she has what happened here.
The homeowner told police he was inside his main house when he got an alert on his cell phone that someone was walking past the chain onto his property. He says by the time he made it over to his house on the pond, the intruder was already inside. The homeowner told police he initially held the man at gunpoint, not knowing who he was. The man then identified himself as South Fulton Mayor Khalid Kamau. The mayor told the arresting officer he thought the home was abandoned, that he wanted to check it out because it was his dream home. Mayor Kamau declined to discuss the charges when he left the Fulton County Jail. The bond order shows he was released on $11,000 bond, the bulk of it for the charge of felony first-degree burglary. I went to the home where the mayor is currently staying. His friend and landlord came to the door and said Mayor Kamau wasn't available. Then Richard Snellings told me he had something to say.
All he told me is that he was walking his dog. He was walking on the property, but he didn't steal anything. He didn't touch anything. There was no burglary. The trespassing charge, I could see that, but not a burglary charge. He didn't steal anything. Everybody that knows his character knows he is not a thief and he doesn't do things like that.
Snelling says he believes the mayor is being unfairly treated because of his past public remarks showing disdain for the police. City officials released a statement saying they anticipate the mayor's return to service. The mayor's next court appearance is scheduled for September. In South Fulton, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.
Well, I think that's interesting. The mayor goes to a property, thinks it's abandoned. He didn't say he heard it was abandoned. He thought it was abandoned. Sees the property. decides to go onto the property and then enter the house. They're not saying he's being charged with breaking and entering, so I'm assuming the door was unlocked. Walks into a house, gets held at gunpoint, police come and arrest him, and they add burglary charges onto it. He just thought it was abandoned and he wanted to go look at it because it was his dream house. You would think he would understand how the law works, and you can't just go do that. You can't do that. If the property's not owned by the bank, obviously it's not abandoned, because otherwise it would get foreclosed, because of property taxes and whatnot. The mayor doesn't understand that, and then he's saying he's being mistreated because of some remarks he made about basically defunding the police. He doesn't support the police. What kind of mayor doesn't support the police? He's like I said in the beginning, he sounds like a smooth talking criminal that somehow made his way into being a mayor. He doesn't sound like he makes any kind of sense at all. He just sounds like some crackhead that made it farther in life than any other crackhead. Well, I guess that's not correct. We got Hunter Biden in the White House. So, I mean, crackheads are moving up in the world, I don't know. That's, if you're a crackhead in a foreign country, I guess you can just make your way over here, because even crackheads can make it to the White House. So I don't know. Seems something suspicious going on in South Fulton County out in Georgia. I do not know. ICAN. Politicians do not understand law at all these days. Yeah, and that's sad. If anybody should understand law, it should be politicians, right? Just reading through the chat really quick. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom. I appreciate all of you hooligans I seen coming into the door. Make sure you guys rack up them likes. More likes, more hooligans. Thank you so much, MT Coiner, for continuing the membership program for 31 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, MT Coiner. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Proud Ankle, for continuing the membership program for 17 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, Proud Ankle. Thank you. I like your logo. It's awesome. It's got the hooligan badge on it. What's up, Ghost? What's up, Wacko? You guys are awesome. Norman, happy rainy days. It's sunny outside right now. Maybe other places in Michigan it's raining, but it's sunny here. Let's see. I appreciate you, Norman. Thank you. Just reading through the chat really quick. What's up, Seppa? Burglars' lives matter. I guess they're planning on him returning to the office. They're all like, well, we know his character. He wouldn't do anything like that. Wouldn't do anything like what? He walked onto property, went into somebody's house. What was he going to do? Move in? What was that all about? What was he going to do? He was going to show himself the house. He was like, this is my dream house. I'm just going to let myself in. I'm going to give myself a tour of the house. I don't know. There's just no way. No way. He's lucky that guy didn't smoke him. I don't know what the Georgia gun laws are, but I don't know. It's no good. What's up, Grey Wolf? Happy freedom. Only MAGA gets punished. Yeah, that's what's trending right now. What's up, Rasta? What's up, Jeb? Happy freedom. Alright, we're going to move on to this next video titled Chicago Police Officers Under Investigation for Allegations of Intercourse with Migrants. The world's falling apart. It's making me sad. That's why I'm sitting here with you guys. Everybody's like, I wouldn't be able to watch this if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be able to watch it if it wasn't for all of you. We're all in this together. We're watching the world fall apart together. Just keep making good decisions. That's all you gotta do. It's the best we can do. Keep making good decisions. Take care of the people you care about.
Well, Tanya and Terrell, thousands of asylum seekers have been arriving in Chicago since last summer, and hundreds have been sleeping on police station floors all across the city. Well, now sources are confirming that more than one CPD officer is under internal investigation, facing allegations of having sexual interactions with female migrants. This allegedly happened at the 10th District Police Station in North Lawndale. Now, according to the Chicago Sun-Times, one of the officers has been accused of impregnating a teenage girl. Both COPA and Internal Affairs are investigating, but it's unclear if anything has been turned over to Cook County prosecutors. Meanwhile, the mayor's office released a statement late last night saying the city takes these allegations, as well as the care and well-being of all residents and new arrivals, very seriously. We are monitoring the situation closely, but cannot comment further, as this is the subject of an ongoing investigation by the Bureau of Internal Affairs and the Civilian Office of Police Accountability. Now back here live, CPD has not said if any of the officers have been stripped of their police powers.
Watch breaking news on YouTube.
That is messed up. It is messed up. They say they're sanctuary areas, cities and businesses and whatnot, putting these border crossers in 5-star hotels and all of that stuff. Oh yeah, come on in, we'll take care of you. Oh yeah, got officers impregnating border crossers. What is going on? The world is gone mad. It's no good. Let's see. Island. I grew up in Chicago, mad crooked cops there. Yeah, there's good people and bad people everywhere, but when you push the good people out and you let the bad people run the cities and countries and businesses, this is what is going on. And then normally you would see these people fail, right? You can't, doing the wrong thing is never sustainable. It always falls apart. But when the government's there to give you bailouts and stuff like that and to promote you like you're doing what's right when you're really doing what's wrong, kind of like people out there hurting kids and they're trying to justify it, we're seeing a slow decline. They're not falling flat on their face like they should be. So we're sitting here just waiting for, natural selection to happen here. I still believe it will. I don't think, you could not prove to me that making bad decisions is sustainable. You'll fall flat. It just, that's the way things go. Whether you believe in God or karma or any of that, what goes around comes around, and that's how that stuff goes. You might make it for a while, but the bigger you are, the harder you fall, and that's okay. We're going to see it happen. Sly Dog, the military vehicles were in Philadelphia on Walnut Street. The videos that were circulating where people were saying that the military was doing suspicious things and we're fear of martial law, something big is going on. I've been seeing so many videos of that, but I know what you're talking about, and I didn't realize it was in Philadelphia. They were pushing it saying it was in California or something like that, but I knew it was propaganda. Thank you for keeping me up to date, Sly Dog. Let's see. Blue Crow, underage too. Yeah, and I seen people on Twitter defending that. Edward actually tagged me in that video on Twitter, and I found it on YouTube so we could watch the whole video. But on that video on Twitter, there were people defending the officer. They were like, oh yeah, that person was 17, but they lied and said they were 19, and they couldn't prove it because they were a border crosser and they didn't have legitimate paperwork. Does that make it okay? Does that make it all right? Like, how can you even defend that? People are so messed up. So messed up. What's up, Impreza? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Paul? Let's see. Just flipping through the chat really quick, and we're going to move on to this next one. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom. Trying to keep things moving. I don't want downtime. I want everyone to be excited to be here. We'll move on to this next video. This is how we're going to be wrapping things up. This video is titled, They're Going to Have to Make Me Move. Portland daytime camping ban takes effect. Like I said before, I think that this is just musical chairs so Portland can keep taking government money to help solve their homeless problem, building a budget and whatnot. If they spend all the money, they'll be able to get the same budget next year. Just Michigan does the same thing with our roads. They take taxpayers' money because we need to fix the roads because our roads suck. The potholes are big enough to bury a van in. And so they take money, they supposedly spend all of it, our roads still look like crap, so then the next year they're like, oh, we still got bad roads, we need to take all your money for road repairs that they don't ever do. It's all a scheme and a scam.
Well, I've heard, this is right here on the street, you can have your gym, it's up by 8, and you can come back at 8. So all the homeless are just walking around doing this all over the city now. I think making them move their tents every day is going to make it 100 times worse, because they have all day. When they're in their tent, they stay there. or they go and eat and come back because they're washing their stuff. If they're packing their stuff up and moving around, that means they're wandering around in they're leaving where they're at.
Make sure that, if they don't make us take down our tents or whatever, and if they want violence, we give them violence back.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
How so?
Because they still haven't given us anywhere to go during the day. They haven't given us anywhere to go do anything, housing or anything. Like, I'm seeing all these broken promises, but I'm also seeing $368 million getting donated every year to house homeless, and hardly anyone's been housed.
Where do you think all that money's going?
I think it's feeding people's pockets. I'm tired of moving. They're gonna have to make me move.
Some people actually have problems to where they can't comprehend what's really going on out here. So they don't know what's going on. They're not gonna get up and move, and they don't know how to get up and move.
We don't have the resources to enforce much of anything. Obviously, you look around, it's so sad. You guys are living in squalor, and nobody comes by. It'll take them years to get to someplace like that. And again, once they move them, boom, they just go around the block if they do. So it's kind of sad. Until we create the camps and safe spaces and really crunch down, they're not going to take us serious. Nobody takes us serious.
Well, while I support our sidewalks getting cleared, my hope is with this ban comes more outreach to actually help these people, because if we just play whack-a-mole, it's not going to solve anything. All it's going to happen is they're going to get swept here and get moved here, swept here, moved here. And so let's make a genuine effort right now to actually get everybody off the streets. This means sanctioned camping. This means intensive outreach and daily contact with these people, right? This might sort of temporarily solve the problem visually, but it's just going to get pushed a block away. So I'm all about just solving it too, rather than just sort of enforcing.
It's no good. It's a tough one to solve. Most of those people are drug addicts or having mental problems, which means they need to go to a facility to get the help they need. Otherwise, they'll just perpetually be doing this until they're a dead body on the sidewalk. That's the first step, I think. But at the same time, I feel like rent and trying to get a loan for a house and stuff is so difficult to accomplish that they don't have a head start. They're going to have a hard time trying to find a place to live. They could go get cleaned up. They could go get a job. They could work full time and still not find a place to live. But they'd be doing better than they are right now. They might be living in their car and living off of McDonald's cheeseburgers if they could afford it. I mean, I don't have McDonald's money. You got to make some good money to be able to afford McDonald's nowadays, because a double cheeseburger is like $6. It used to be $1 a couple years ago. But they're putting themselves in a tough situation, and they're kind of being a burden to everyone else. So when they act like, oh, no one cares about us, well, yeah, you're a burden to everyone else. You can't be a burden and then have people come help you. And then the city, like I said, they're just playing musical chairs so they can get that money, that budget money, and stick it right in their pocket, because they're not going to solve the problem. They won't be able to continue to collect those taxes for those problems if they ever solve the problems. So it's a tough one. That's a tough one right there. Let's see. Damon Walker, they should send all the homeless people to Bill Gates' mansion. Yeah. I mean, they might. Who knows? Who knows with the way things are. Let's see. Shepherd Shep. They need to do away with golf courses and build effective housing for homeless. Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like, how much are they going to charge for rent? It's a tough situation right now. I almost can't afford rent. And I try to do everything I can. I have all kinds of different things I have going on, and I make more than I did working at a factory. I don't make a lot, but I make enough to where I can at least afford rent for now. But they're going to evaluate it. My rent's about to go up $150 because they feel like it. There's, so it's like, that's what I said. Like, even if they get cleaned up, they get a full-time job. If they're not making $25 an hour, they probably still won't be able to pay rent. They probably will not be able to get a loan for a house. It's tough. Living conditions are really tough right now. So they're not doing themselves any favors by being homeless and stuff. All they're doing, like, if that was here, if they were doing that here, you'd be incarcerated. I was homeless when I was 17. I was homeless for like 7 months or something like that, and I was like sleeping outside homeless, and I ended up getting arrested for it because it's considered trespassing or loitering depending on where you are. And so they would just pick me up over and over again because I didn't have anywhere to be. And I was 17, so I couldn't apply for an apartment or anything like that. I also couldn't get benefits from DHS to help me out and stuff. I had to just wait till I was 18, and then 14 days later I went to jail, and I lived in jail for a month or so. And then when I got out, you know, I fixed things and did the best I could. But to do it today, where a single bedroom apartment's going to be $1,000 a month, like I said, if you're not making $25 an hour, what are you going to do? And so it's a tough one, and I'm not making excuses for those people at all. Those people made bad decisions, and they got where they are because of their own choices. But even if they fixed up, they could still be living in their car working full time. And there's a lot of people in that position right now. So it's tough, and this Biden inflation isn't helping anything. It's not helping anything. Like I said, you got to be doing all right to afford McDonald's at this point. So I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. And how do they get money for drugs? Not good ways. I know that. They don't do the right things. Just reading through the chat really quick. What's up, Sean? Happy freedom. Should have came down and lived by the river in Burr Oak. Yeah. Like I said, the area I'm in is really conservative. So when they're, you know, catching a 17-year-old. Actually, I was 16 at the time. Went to jail when I was 17. I forgot you can go to jail when you're 17. So yeah, when they picked me up, I was, you know, a 16-year-old. And they're like, well, where's your house? I'm like, you just picked me up at it. You know, that's how it was. But these things happen. These things happen. I think the pursuit of a better life makes all the difference. I think that matters more than anything else. You gotta fuel your own flame to move forward and better your life, and that's the only way things are gonna get better. Nobody's gonna hand it to you. Nobody's gonna be like, here, this is everything you ever wanted. And I know people are gonna argue that. They're like, wait a minute, what about all the rainbow people begging for free stuff and they're getting it? Those days will end. You cannot make the wrong decision and be sustainable. That's just what I believe. So you got to fuel your own fire and fix your own life. Let's see. Kalikaku, you're lucky in the old days they'd put you in a reform school if you were underage. I would have been happy to eat every day. I would have been happy to be able to wash my clothes. They could put me in whatever school they wanted to. I was suffering. I was not homeless because I wanted to be. It wasn't because I was making bad choices. I was 16, and it was a tough situation. It was a tough situation, but yeah, like when I went to jail, I was kind of happy to go to jail because I was going to be able to eat. That was my biggest thing is to be able to eat. And they were calling me hungry hippo when I was in jail because we'd sit at the table, we'd get our trays, and we'd sit at the table, and I'd be like tapping cards. And they'd be like, no, we're not playing cards right now. We're finna eat. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to play you in spades. And if I win, I want those vegetables off your tray. That's what they were doing. I was gaming everyone so I could eat their vegetables off their tray because I was starving to death. I was like, I'm going to eat my meal and I'm going to eat half of your guys' meal as well. And what's funny about criminals is they're big kids. So a lot of times they're like, I'm not eating vegetables. Vegetables are gross. I'm like, give me that tray. I'm starving to death. I need food. I will eat the vegetables. I'm not against it. Yeah, it's no good. It's no good. I'm an eater. I like to eat. I get down. Eating makes me happy. Well, hooligans, that's all I had for today. That's all the coffee I got for you guys. We're going to do the spiel deal here for a moment, and then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we're going to wrap things up. We will be gaming later today, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to go hang out with us at JeffMAC Gaming, you can find it on the link tree. I'm going to post it here in the chat. All right, I just dropped the link in the chat for you guys. When you get a second, please go over to the link tree. That's the link I just dropped for you. On the link tree, all of my links are listed, so I'd like you to scroll down and go join Gilded. Gilded is free and currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live, every time we go live. There's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world, including news that I'm just not able to show you on the live because of community guidelines and stuff like that. So it's a good way to stay up to date. And there's a ton of hooligans in there chatting around the clock for you to hang out with 24 hours a day. So definitely go join Gilded. Also on the link tree, you can find links for the merch store. If you'd like to grab some merch, we have shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, and a bunch of other items. Everything is displayed in black and white or white and black, but if you find something you like, just click on that item and you can see all the different colors that those items come in. You can also find links for PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, Buy Me a Coffee, and Locals if you would like to help support what I do. There's also a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me. You don't have to send emails, find addresses, or keep track of tracking numbers. You don't have to do any of that. It's really simple. Then finally, we have links for the membership programs. We have memberships for Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. YouTube as well, if I didn't say that. It's a good way to support on whatever platform you like to hang out on. And then finally, we have at the top of the link tree there, you can claim a free week membership for jeffmaclive.com. There's no strings attached. You're not going to be charged after the week is up or anything like that. Your membership will just end after a week. But if you have a membership, you'll have access to your own profile for our private social media area. You'll have access to our group chat rooms and group pages. You'll have access to our live streaming area with the built-in chat. And you'll have access to our advanced messaging system with the ability to text, call, video call, group text, group call, group video call, and the ability to upload all versions of digital media, so MP3s, MP4s, slideshows, digital documents, anything like that. So if you want to network with hooligans, promote your business, share cool stuff on your profile, you are able to do so. JeffMacLive.com is the home of the hooligans, so go join up right now. All right, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. I'm going to read through the chat really quick, make sure everybody is good to go. Like I said, we will be gaming later just to hang out and have fun over on the JeffMAC Gaming channel if you want to hang out with us later. Otherwise, we'll be live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for another Coffee with Hooligans to talk about what's going on between now and then. Let's see. Hey, I appreciate you, Finn. Thank you. Thank you, Destiny Gal. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you being here and all of your support. Kelly Kaku. Right now we're playing Fallout New Vegas. If you don't know what that is, it's a post-apocalyptic game. I try to make it fun, though. I try to keep it fast-paced, moving, and whatnot. It's just for fun, just to unwind and, you know, leave the bad things behind. We cover a lot of news, and a lot of times it kind of can ruin your day. So, like, we like to go game at the end of the day. Just shake off that hate, you know. Just do something fun. We have lots of hooligans that show up and just hang out. Hey, I appreciate you, Hillbilly at Heart. Thank you for being here. Yeah, like I said, if you guys want to hang out with us gaming later tonight, it'll be about 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find it on the link tree. Scroll down to the bottom. You'll see JeffMAC Gaming. You can go subscribe to that channel if you wish. All right, looks like we are good to go. I appreciate all of you hooligans. You guys are awesome as always. I will see you tomorrow 1 p.m. Eastern Time for another Coffee with Hooligans. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.